I'm telling you guys, the trick to getting flawless makeup application is to stop laying your products on top of each other and lay them next to one another. It's gonna seem like your steps are really out of order, like it does seem weird, but I promise, I'm gonna start with this Milani Cheek Kiss bronzer in Hey Honey and a very large fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna dip into this product and I'm gonna start placing this where I would normally place my bronzer, my contour, right on my cheekbones, and I'm lightly feathering that over my skin. See how it's already darkening that up as compared to that side, and it's just giving me a little bit of definition, but nothing crazy. I feathered that down my neck a little bit because I like a little bit of under the jaw contour, and then I've just been working on feathering it over my forehead up in these high points, and then right here, but leaving that center free, obviously. Next step, I'm going to go in with this Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. I'm using the shade Ecru, and here's where we're gonna start to get a little crazy. I'm gonna put this in the palm of my hand, wipe both sides, and just set this back aside. Taking my brush, my concealer brush, I'm just gonna start dipping into and getting that product on my brush, loaded up nice and heavy. And then I wanna start placing this everywhere I want some coverage. So obviously in my under eye, my T-zone's gonna be big, and then a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my chin. The idea, again, is that we're laying our makeup next to each other, not on top of one another, right? Now that I have that placed down in the heavier spots where I want a little bit more coverage, I'm gonna take the leftover on my brush and I'm gonna put that light coverage over like my eyelids where I don't necessarily need a lot of product. I might run a little bit down the center of my nose, or maybe just go up and cover up any blemishes that I had. But I wanna, now that I've used the majority of the product out of my brush, place some more product down where I might need lighter coverage. It's time for my new favorite, my L'Oreal True Match Foundation. I'm using the shade C2.5 because I'm a pale girl. I'm gonna start with just one full pump. I like to take this brush, dip into it, and start just moving that product around. You're gonna ask, like, what is putting it in the palm of your hand doing for you? What is that? It's warming up the product so that it melts into my skin easier. Now, because again, I'm working around the places that I just worked in, right? So I'm gonna start over here where there's no product and I'm gonna lightly start placing this down. Now you can see I've used up that one pump, right? And that's all I'm gonna use. But I'm gonna try to grab a little bit of the remnants and whatever's left in my brush, and I'm gonna start to kind of feather the edges of my contour and make sure that that doesn't look too stark of a contrast. I'm also gonna place this over my ears where I might have a little bit of redness, maybe over the tops of my brows. Anywhere you want light coverage, we're gonna use the last little bits of remaining product that's in this brush. For my blush, I'm gonna use this Merit blush in the shade Beverly Hills. Now, I'm gonna use a